Part 10. Laura is the one. We're halfway done. This is 18. We're on the back 9. And we got a lot of fighting. We got Miriam versus Richard. We got Becky versus Steven. We got Candy versus a fly. Richard is whipping on Miriam. He finds out that she wrote a letter to Truman. He's got to intercept that. He calls Chad. Get on it. He also turned on the gas and lit a candle. So he's going to blow her sky high. Becky and Steven is real quick. It's basically just like Leo beating Shelley. History repeats itself, but we cut to outside and we get a nice song by Harry Dean Stanton. Candy's more spaced out than usual. She's going after a fly. She smacks Rodney Mitchum right in the face with a remote. She loses it. He's like, no big whoop. Janie takes Dougie to the doctor because he's acting peculiar, but then he takes his shirt off and she's saying remarkable, and she's super horned up. She actually takes him home and bangs him. The Mitchum brothers, they're watching the news. They find out Ike the Spike was arrested, and they see Douglas Jones. They didn't even think that was his real name, but it is. Speaking of horned up, Nadine is watching Dr. Amp. He's selling those shovels, and she goes, beautiful. In this episode, everyone's either fighting or wanting to do some bedroom fighting. Chad does intercept that letter, and we cut to Mr. Winky, who's actually Mr. Todd, who's actually Patrick Fischler. Sorry that I'm a goofball. I'm kind of trying to do this as annoying as possible, so don't hold it against me. Also, don't ruin my shit. He's talking to Anthony, who's Sizemore, and he says, you're going to go to the Mitchum brothers, and you're going to tell them that $30 million loss was because of Douglas Jones, and that's going to take care of 2 of our problems. We're going to get 2 birds stoned at once, and if you don't, you got to kill him yourself. Albert goes on a date with the morgue lady, as Gordon calls her, and the scene is so amazing. I watched it 3 times in a row just to watch Tammy and Gordon's face as the reaction shot of them watching Albert on a date. So Sizemore's listening to Winky. He goes to the casino super late at night. They see him on security cameras. They send Candy, go get him, bring him to us. And now she is like mad spaced out. They're always, but this is like intense. You gotta tell her like 3 times to get out there, and then once she gets out there, she just starts talking about the weather and describing the room, and they have to go get security to go get both of them back in here. But when that's going on, we hear an old familiar musical sting, the dark synth of Twin Peaks, the TV show from the 90s. He finally gets back there. He tells them the whole Dougie Jones thing, and they're maybe buying it, maybe not buying it, but they don't like him at all, and he can tell. And the girls are still spaced out. Man, are they beautiful. But I think Tammy has my heart. You know, right after this, they recorded that Cellophone, whatever, the Christabel David Lynch album. How come she didn't have any songs in The Return? That's weird. She was a musician before playing Tammy, and then she records an album with David. And so in the middle, I would have liked to seen her perform at the Roadhouse. They would have had to give her a disguise. You couldn't see her on stage and say, that's Agent Tammy, but they could have pulled it off. We're a world of doppelgangers. David Lynch draws a reindeer pig, and there's a knock at the door. He sees Laura Palmer, but really it's just Albert there. But Albert sees that he's seeing something. He even looks behind him. Odale, and it pisses me off that David did not tell him. That is crazy. These 2 are boys. You don't hold shit like that from your boys. Plus, how many people can you trust in the Blue Rose community? You're right there with one of them. You're not going to tell them? Anyways, Tammy starts walking down the hall in slow motion. And she's got some big news. From the penthouse murders, from part 1, the glass box, they got some information off one of those 8 bajillion cards. And it's Bad Coop, Mr. C. And they're like, this is something. This is really something. Oh, but Albert also had info. They intercepted those text messages from yesterday. The dinner is lively. He tells Gordon about that. But new info. She responded. They have Hastings. They are going to take him to the site. So evil Coop hating Diane is in cahoots? What the hey? They say we better keep her close. Sylvia calls Ben to tell him, our grandson just beat my ass and took all my money. Pay me back. He said, well, how's Johnny? And she got mad. That would have been the first thing I would have said. I mean, I would have cared about her as well. But the first thing you would think about, what about our child? Sylvia, L. The log lady calls Hawk. She tells him, Laura is the one. And we close with Rebecca Del Rio in a very Twin Peaks looking dress. It's beautiful. David Lynch loves her. She was in at least 3 of his movies. You know, she sang in the Silencio at Mulholland Drive, the Spanish crying over.